Today on the channel, we finish up Jack's Class Superstars Series 18 with Val Venis and his Variant Edition.
The spirit of Olympian Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Class Superstars Series 18 unboxing and review. And today, we've got Val Venis plus Variant Edition. But remember, for all your modern day wrestling figure needs and a whole lot more, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Gotta do it. Gotta get a deal all day long. But Val Venis, a guy we could really use a Mattel figure of. I don't know if it'll ever happen. I don't know if it'll ever be in the cards. But I have to think from the Attitude Era, gotta be one of the top 10 most wanted figures from that era. But I'm all in for another Val Venis. But this is the best we really do have to this date and time. I think I would say if I had to do a top 5 Val Venis, this is probably the #1 figure. There was that other Jack's exclusive that was pretty good, and I guess if you liked Bone Crunchers, you might like some of those Bone Cruncher ones, but for my money, I'd say this figure is the best one. And we are back to variants, a lot of variants around this time with the Classic Superstars line, and we're going to see that here with Val Venis today. And we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel, kind of, as we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the Variant Edition here. But then I do have a loose Val Venis that we'll go over here, so I don't have to open up either of these two. Without further ado, let's take a look at this Val Venis here, and we'll talk about the differences after we go through the pack here. But there he is. He's got his towel around his waist. What's under that towel? Who knows? Who knows? But Val looking good there. Of course, he's got his knee pads on, his elbow pads, and a smile on his face. What more could you ask for? Val on the side of the package. Of course, the Classic Superstars packaging we know and love. Val Venis on the back there. And then on the back, we got the big cross-sell for Series 18. We've unboxed all those guys on the channel. Make sure you check out those reviews. We got the tail of the tape. We got the blurb. We got the glamour shot. We got the warnings. We got the UPCs. Let's see what it says about our old friend, the big Val Venis. Debuted 1998, 260 pounds. Height, 6'3". Finishing move, the good old money shot. Oh, everybody loves a money shot. Titles, WWE Intercontinental Champion, WWE European Champion, and World Tag Team Champion. Now, the thing that's interesting about this figure is it is the heavyweight torso on this package of Val Venis here. So this is a heavyweight torso, a larger torso, which I really kind of do prefer because I always like my action figures to be a little bit larger than life, as I've said before on the channel, of course. But he definitely looks good. He's got the heavyweight torso here, but here is the Variant Edition, and this one is a little bit harder to track down. A lot of people probably do not even know there's a Variant Edition here. Some of you guys might have a loose Val Venis at home saying, I don't know which version I have. But this Val Venis here is the cruiserweight version. So he's got a little smaller torso, a little bit more ripped up, all kinds of stuff. Besides that, it is the same thing. But it is another variant in the Classic Superstars line. Unfortunately, my packaging is just beat up. This is far, far from mint. It took me forever to track one of these down. I don't see them come up very often. I would love another one of these. If I could find it minter on card, I would open this one up is what I would do. Hopefully one day I can find this Val Venis, but a little bit harder to find. And of course, with Val Venis having no Mattel figures, a lot of people holding on to their Val Venis figures, which makes sense. But that is the only difference here between the two. This seems to be a later replacement where this was the original version because this is the original one I got way back in the day. But of course, we have Val loose, like I did say. He does come with a towel, a fitting accessory. We did get this in black with Taz in the Classic Superstars line. We also got this exact towel with Bob Backlund in the Classic Superstars line, but it is a very good towel. It also was in the Jack's, of course, Rocky line, as we all know, but it does clasp together very, very nicely. A good accessory that works for Val Venis. But then Val here, the big Val Boski, I would say he's in his most iconic trunks he ever had. The silver and purple attack, looking really, really good. And besides that, you just got a regular Jack's Ruthless Aggression figure. This is the heavyweight torso version, like this one. Do not have the cruiserweight one, unfortunately. Hopefully, like I said, one day we'll get that. But a great head sculpt on this. We've seen a lot of these figures of this Val Venis, but also a ton of other Jack's Class Superstars over the years. Carved up, butchered up, head sculpts removed, put on Mattel figures. I understand why people want to do that, but man, it just breaks my heart. So you got a lot of Val Venises out there you see all the time on eBay and stuff, missing the head, just selling the body. Well, what good is that, really? But we do see that a lot. He does come with a fisted hand, a gripping hand here, of course, wrist moves side to side, single jointed elbows, bicep cut, arms go all the way around, head spins, waist side to side, legs forward, single jointed knees, ankles up and down, and that's all you get. And that's all you need for articulation for old Val Venis. But a solid Val Venis, I think, at the end of the day. And like I said, the best Val Venis figure of all time. I would have to say that. I don't know how you could argue that. I guess unless you just absolutely love those bone crunchers, or if you love the little later day Val Venis with the short haircut, that Jakks rare box set, maybe you like that one. I don't know. But this one, for me, I'm all about it. I'm all about this one. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite Val Venis figure is. And if you have Val Venis, which one do you have? The cruiserweight torso or the heavyweight torso? That would be an interesting one to find out. And if anybody knows a lead on a minty one of the cruiserweight torso, hit up old Kyle. You know where to find me. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And of course, the Patreon. Don't forget the Patreon. Your best way to support the channel. Early access to videos, bonus content, exclusive content, and these Jakks Class Superstars videos, you are months and months ahead of traditional YouTube on these bad boys. So there's a lot to be said about the Patreon, of course. So for Jakks Class Superstars Series 18 Val Venis, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.